Instagram post. Let me see. Jane, fuck. Alright, here it is. JaneCumMag / Ian Mykna, I want to publicly apologize for my actions. I impersonated being a correspondent of your magazine in order to selfishly gain access to an otherwise inaccessible person of interest on YouTube named SkateTheorist, and in the process, I inadvertently smeared the good name of JaneCum Magazine. I am incredibly sorry, and it will not happen again. Dude. See, what's crazy is you think he's trolling with this stuff. I messaged him. He messaged me because I watched some of his stuff on stream, and he said, I was like, oh, dude, I liked when you were like doing that awkward stuff. Like that was a bit. Like you just need to practice. Like it was funny. And he's like, oh yeah, that awkward stuff was not on purpose. It was all just really that awkward. I was like, oh my god. And so I don't think he's memeing with any of this stuff. I think this is a sincere apology. But how can you apologize for this when your whole brand is predicated on trolling JaneCum? So you like it finally worked, and now you're apologizing. Like you finally got to use it in some way. Like your strategy paid off, and now you're sorry. I don't get it. And then he says, can you at least post the footage? He says, maybe man, SkateTheorist said it's possible he may sue me if I post the footage. Dude, SkateTheorist is not suing your ass. He's not suing you, bro. How much money does SkateTheorist have? Anyway, the second slide, it's even more awesome sauce. Meeting with a guy from JaneCumMag today, hopefully. If JaneCum had any balls, they would have done this. Oh boy. Used to eat these every single day before my marathon training. Also, turns out it wasn't JaneCumMag. Just a little update post for you. Used to eat these every day before my marathon training. Also, turns out it wasn't JaneCumMag that hit me up. It was some strange dudes impersonating them. Not sure how to feel about it. They really tricked me, and I ended up losing my temper on camera while filming with them in Tampa. I gotta know what that looks like. I got to know. We all want to know what that looks like. In hindsight, I don't think I should have treated them like I did, but I was hurt in the moment. Not sure if they will release the footage. I apologize for the way I treated you on and off camera when you tried to explain everything to me. I just felt betrayed and bamboozled, but I want to publicly apologize for treating you the way I did. You may be a weird parody channel, but you are still people, and I hope you accept my apology. Dude, fuck that shit, SkateTheorist. Fuck, why are you apologizing? Stand your ground. These people fucked with a real one. They deserve to pay the price. I don't know why I think maybe SkateTheorist is apologizing. I don't know, maybe he must genuinely feel bad. I think SkateTheorist is like a legitimately good guy, you know? I think that's why he's apologizing. But I don't think he's wrong, you know? If he told them to go fuck themselves because they set up a meeting on false pretenses, he's completely within his rights to be upset. But I think, yeah, we all just want to see what an angry SkateTheorist would look like. What does SkateTheorist do when he flies off the handle? Oh... How is this even real? I know. It feels like a simulation, doesn't it? D-list celeb beef. Yet it is. Yet it's just like Yet I have A-list interest right now. It's like this is up there with Burl and Gillette right here. I think everyone's in on it. Fuck no, dude. You think these guys, these bin heads, could come up with such an epic prank to pull on everyone? Absolutely not. No fucking way. I need context, please. What is there to know? SkateTheorist is a YouTuber. Claimed he retired, then he fucking came back like Michael Jordan on the Wizards. And JaneCumMag, he's thrash talking who does these interviews. He did an interview with a meme page admin. He impersonates JaneCum. And then he impersonated JaneCum. It worked, and he's apologizing for it. I don't know. This is just too good. I don't know. Respect to the thrash talking mans for just willing to drive across the United States for no money. He is just all about. He's a soul YouTuber. He will fucking like drive 4 states over to meet with somebody, and the whole thing is a lie. But he'll get in his car for an unsure thing. He's fucking crazy. Soul tuber, yeah. This shit is so wild. What the fuck is skateboarding? This shit is awesome, man. No, I don't think they. I'm sure they drove to SkateTheorist. No. Yeah, same dude who did Tampa Tantrum. I mean, whether you like it or not, thrash talking is a catalyst for epic shit in skateboarding. Yeah, I've seen the JaneCum edits. I think they're okay. It seems like people are really excited about them, but I don't know. A lot of them I feel like do sort of ABD kind of exploration, but whatever. Have SkateTheorist on World Genius? That's not a bad idea, actually. That's not a bad idea. Okay. What else did we need to watch?
Trust your home to Schleg.
Or JaneCumMag. But I mean, let's be honest. Neither of you guys have money for lawyer fees. So I don't think anyone's getting sued here. So yeah, anyway, let's keep going. Let's watch we'll watch SkateTheorist's version of events first, yeah? Talking about a baby is crazy. I think that's the point. It's an intentionally low blow. So let's just set the scene right here. Let's just take a look at this right now. SkateTheorist is uploading his drama response video while holding his child. He's really, really trying to drum up the sympathy points right here. I can't believe he dragged the baby into this. You think the baby will grow up one day and look back and see I don't know what the gender of the baby is or the sex, their father's legacy, and be like, this is what the person I'm supposed to be looking up to was involving themselves in? Anyway, and I got dragged into this shit. I was used as a pawn in a scheme in a YouTube clout scheme, which is the funniest part about all of this. Both of these guys are taking this extremely seriously. But they both get 1,000 views.
It's already kind of out there now, and I don't really like to make videos like this. My baby's just watching some sensory stuff, but I felt like I should get on top of this.
We are also babies watching some sensory stuff. I just want to make that clear right now. We're no better than this baby.
While I can, but I don't even know where to start. So I got contacted by JaneCum Magazine, the skate brand, right? And
the baby's just transfixed watching Burberry Airy reel compilations on Instagram.
I'm not really like the skater, you know? I'm not a pro or anything. I'm just a goofy guy who says some funny things, and I make YouTube videos, you know. So, and I've known for years, like, I'm not anything special on a skateboard, but
All right, so right now, do we all feel bad for SkateTheorist right now? He's just a silly guy. He's just a little bit goofy. All he does is get on the internet and just be a little bit silly. He knows he's not Tony Hawk. You know? He knows he's not next up at hockey or FA. He knows that, okay? He's just a silly guy who likes to make YouTube videos. So don't hold anything against him. He's not the bad guy in this situation.
you know,
Just so we're all clear.
I've tried to make some entertaining content. I try to make some entertaining content, you know.
And you could tell he's a good guy because he's holding a baby. He's using his baby as a pawn. That's how you know he's a good guy.
And it's cool getting the recognition, and it does mean a lot. All my subscribers and everything, they have made my life a little better, you know. But so when JaneCum magazine, I thought, hit me up to just do a little interview. Sorry. I just felt like, you know, it could be big for the channel. And I
I accidentally clicked out, but I don't, or my question in this situation is, all right, first of all, he thought JaneCum hit him up, whatever. I mean, maybe he's just a little bit, you know, delusional, maybe. I'm not sure. But also, on the flip side, if JaneCum was kind of as, like, the thing that JaneCum pretends to be, which is, like, you know, these hardcore guys, like, exploring the underbelly of skateboarding culture, if that's who they actually were, maybe interviewing SkateTheorist, the silly guy online who just likes to make people laugh, maybe that wouldn't be such a bad use of their resources. So at first I was like, you're fucking crazy. But then I was like, you know what? I actually think, for entirely different reasons than SkateTheorist probably thinks that it would happen, I actually see that as being slightly conceivable. What's just kind of sad about it is that I think SkateTheorist is under the impression that, like, if he just got a chance, you know, if he just got an opportunity under the shiny lights, you know, that would, like, explode his channel. Like, if he got featured on JaneCumMag, then, like, essentially what looks like a conspiracy theorist's, you know, fucking TikTok page would blow up in the skate community. So I think he's a little mistaken when it comes to that. He's a little delusional. I don't think a JaneCum feature would have changed the trajectory of your future per se, but whatever. I come from an opinion where I think the content will speak for itself. It doesn't really, like, it helps to get exposure, obviously, and that can expedite growth. But if you're uploading every fucking day and your, like, numbers are shit, it probably doesn't matter that JaneCum says, hey, look at this guy's shit. You know, everyone's going to go, well, look, there's shit. And then they'll just leave it alone. So, anyway, can you restart? No, fuck you.
Sorry.
We're crying now.
I just felt like, you know, it could be big for the channel. And I felt like
that's the most devastating part of this. It could be big for the channel.
You know, with how everything's going, I'm monetized now. I was kind of excited to just maybe try to build the channel a little bigger. Obviously, the exposure from the JaneCum magazine would be big, and they were kind of like, I'm studying for cybersecurity, right? And they just got me with the fucking phishing email.
All right. I believe his strategy is to make you feel as sorry for him as you possibly can. That's what I think is going on here. He's like,
He's like, this could have been huge for the channel. I just got monetized. Like, it would have been great exposure. I don't know why he admits this part next to getting, like, he admits taking such a fat L that he's studying cybersecurity and thrash talking fooled his ass. This is the guy that got you, and you're studying cybersecurity. You got duped by thrash talking. You take that shit to the grave, bro. You do not ever fucking share that information. But he's willing to just fucking lay it out on the line for maximum sympathy points. You should not have put that in a video, man.
So they got me with it.
If thrash talking ever tricked me about anything, I would never, ever admit it to anybody ever. Not even my wife, my mother, my father, not even my closest friend would I ever admit that shit to. You cannot admit defeat to thrash talking.
This, like, stupid fish, they had the fake domain name. I didn't notice it was an M instead of an N or whatever. So they had been emailing me back and forth, corresponding, and
It's not only an N instead of an M. That's not the only difference. It also says "cum" in the name. Let's not forget it says JaneCumMag. That's, if you missed the N and the M, those are pretty similar characters. I'll give it to you. But I think your brain, as the pattern recognizing muscle that it is, because we're all designed, we all see patterns. You know, you turn off your lights, see the corner of your eye, your office chair with a jacket on it looks like a guy with a fucking scythe who's gonna come and kill you. Your brain is programmed to pick up on these patterns. You've got to notice when something says "come." That's a very, very important thing that your subconscious should be picking up on. So if you get invited to do an interview by a name with "come" in it, you got to pay attention to that. I think SkateTheorist was looking at this situation so optimistically, and he was so overjoyed at the opportunity to grow his now monetized YouTube channel. I think that he kind of just, skipped over on some of the details and is too hasty with it. He wasn't thinking critically about it, because if I were in his position, I was SkateTheorist, I had 1.71K subscribers on YouTube, I would be like, interesting. JaneCumMag wants to talk to me. Why? Oh, this is JaneCumMag. It's an entirely different thing. Oh, I Googled it, and this is that guy who did the nipples at Tampa thing. He wants to talk to me. This is an interesting, like, sprout, alternate universe outcome or scenario. Would he have agreed to speak to thrash talking had he just come at him and said, I'm the guy who does the parody YouTube channel. Do you want to hang out? Do you want to meet up? I believe that it's possible that he would have said yes. I think he would have said yes to that. I don't know, but like thrash talking's whole thing is like, I use this to gain access to a person that otherwise would have been inaccessible. It's like, all right, you're not fucking meeting up with like Kevin Bradley or something here. You're meeting up. You guys are on a similar tier here. You guys are both, sort of on the base level of the YouTube pyramid. I think it would have been entirely possible that you could have just come to him for a regular interview. But then we wouldn't be in the situation that we are in right now, which is way better than if they had just had a straightforward interview.
They were so insistent on me doing a certain day in Tampa, and like they were really inflexible, and it happened to be the weekend my sister's in town. I don't get to see my sister much, so I actually had to like I couldn't see her both days the weekend. I still saw her one day, so it wasn't like it was the worst thing ever. Anyways, on with the point. Hey.
So he's now missed a day with his sister as well, And at the end of the day, SkateTheorist, I think that he's trying to use that as additional ammunition for us to blame thrash talking, for us to be upset or angry with thrash talking. But whether this had been a legitimate interview or not, you prioritized career over family, Skate Theorist, and that is a decision that will never bear fruit. Always put your family first. Always, Skate Theorist. You do not skip hanging out with your sister, who you don't get to see often, to meet up with JaneCum Magazine. In my humble opinion.
I rescheduled my plans just to meet up with JaneCumMag because it's a good opportunity.
What does the guy from Fast and Furious say? Family over everything. Don Torino, whatever the fuck his name is. Don Torino. Family. All 33 times someone says family in the Fast and Furious. I don't have friends, I got family. I don't have fucking JaneCum Magazine, I got family. Anyway, we're getting distracted.
I was really excited to get some real recognition in the skate community. I don't just want to be this nutty guy, but at the same time, realistically, I'm never dropping, a Thrasher-worthy part. So
probably not. No.
I kind of felt.
Also, I couldn't help but take this as a personal affront, where he's like, "Finally, I get some recognition in the skateboarding community." Who the fuck put you on, bro? I was on your shit before anybody else. I put you in my fucking skateboarder YouTube tier list video. And you're gonna disrespect me? And say, finally, you think JaneCum is bigger than me? You think JaneCum is more important than me? Are you fucking kidding me? I used JaneCum Magazine. I used them as a stepping stool. I stepped on their fucking head. Just for a little clout boost, just for a little signal boost. And I look back and I spit on them. You have no idea, Skate Theorist. You have no idea. What, if I couldn't, you think if I couldn't boost your channel? No, this is all a bit, guys. I'm kidding. But you think if I couldn't boost your channel, Skate Theorist, that JaneCum Magazine was going to? Fuck no. If JaneCum Magazine put you on their page, I don't know. 15K views, maybe. Me, my video, the one I put you in, how many views did that get? Like 110, 120K views? And not even a thank you. Nothing. Not even a fucking edible arrangement, And you come back in this video, I show you my love, and you disrespect me by saying finally some recognition in the mainstream fucking skate community.
Like, on one hand, it's a great opportunity to grow my YouTube channel. And on the other hand, it's just cool to get some recognition in the skate community. And it turns out that it wasn't even JaneCumMag. It was some parody channel, which I don't know. I've watched some of their stuff. I don't quite get their stuff. Like, there's some video where he's doing some, like, a skate park review. It's just weird. And when I met him, I could... Oh, bless you. Could tell something was off, but it felt kind of normal.
So, Mr. CEO of Cyber Tech Security here, who happens to be in a niche of a niche of a niche that is skateboarding YouTube, has already seen the guy and hasn't put two and two together. Like, if you're on skateboard YouTube and the guy from JaneCum Magazine shows up at your fucking door and you don't immediately I don't understand, I don't fucking get it. He'd already seen his videos and just didn't realize that, like, the spoof guy who said, I don't know. That should have been abundantly clear, I think, right? So, I mean, maybe not the sharpest knife in the cabinet, but yeah, I would have thought that he would have got that, but I guess not. Anyway, so they did the interview, I suppose.
But then I kind of flipped out on him when I found out it wasn't the real magazine. I just felt like, Like, I had redid my whole schedule to meet with these guys on the promise that it was like big exposure, you know?
Oh my god. Skate Theorist's big moment. Are you convinced by this performance? Guys, no one's trolling. Neither of these parties are trolling. This is a completely sincere and authentic human experience we're all living right now. But let's just run it back, Turbo. And see if is Skate Theorist making it to the Academy Awards 2024.
Promise that it was like big exposure.
Big exposure? Big exposure. Okay, I don't know. He's acting like he's like a starving artist that like fucking is playing in the subway, and he just and fucking P. Diddy walks past, and P. Diddy's like, "Yo, I like that song. Why don't you come back to my studio in Brooklyn, and I'll get you in the booth, and we could do a full-length album right now. I'll change your whole life." That's how this dude is acting right now. It's your YouTube channel doesn't get. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna bully him, but like, come on, dude. You can't start fucking weeping over here when you're like, this is your This is what you're uploading right now. You're doing vlogs with your shirt off, UFC 287 fight predictions, talking about addiction while running you crush your. You just talk about whatever the fuck you want. Zero preparation. You know, I think that. If you're gonna get on your channel, just do whatever the fuck you want and just use it as like a platform to, you know, whatever thought pops into your head to just kind of like shit that out and then leave it on the internet. You're entitled to do that. But like, you thought that like that people were gonna like clamor around for this, and like if it got put on JaneCum magazine, then that you were gonna like become a wealthy person afterwards or something. I just don't. Like, if you want your channel to do well, put in the fucking work, but you don't put in any work for your YouTube channel, so why do you expect that if a bunch of people saw it, then it would, like, change something? If you're not willing to make your YouTube channel good, don't expect for, like, some big company to just, like, swoop in and then change everything for you. This is not deserving of lots of views. You don't deserve lots of views. So this whole thing, you're like weeping about, you know, how your channel is gonna fucking explode or something. Like, where's the fucking self-awareness? Try harder if you want to do well. Doesn't matter if your channel gets put on fucking Fox News. The thing that people are gonna be redirected to is just you, like, you know, running around with your shirt off, talking about whatever you want. So that's fine. You can do that, but I'm not buying into this whole like emotional, this is my big fucking moment thing, you know? So, yeah, I'm not going to fucking feel bad for you because you're not putting in the work. You don't try hard to make good videos. If you tried hard to make good videos, then maybe you'd have a case here to be upset, but you don't. You do the lowest possible effort videos on YouTube, which is just you make a video while you're doing something else, which is fine. Again, that's no problem. But don't act all fucking heartbroken because you thought this was your big break.
You know? So I don't know. You know? So
with his fucking baby. Think of the baby. The baby could starve. The baby could have lived. Now the baby will die because Thrash Talking trolled him.
I don't know. I don't even know how to feel about it. Like, I told him, it sounds crappy saying I'll sue somebody, but it's like, you don't want to release that like, you look like the bad guy because, you know, you tricked somebody who had a good place I was coming from, you know. I wasn't trying to use them. I just thought, like, cool exposure. It's not that weird that a magazine and skateboarding would hit up, you know, a skateboarding YouTuber. So, yeah, I
don't even think he can call himself a skateboard YouTuber anymore. Somebody asked me to watch this, but we'll save it for the end. Yeah. We'll save it for the end.
It'll make him look bad. To be honest, it'll make me look bad because I felt like at the end I wasn't too cordial with him. So, you know, I don't think he should release the footage, but then I don't even know if he's gonna. So I'm just trying to get in front of it. I apologize to the JaneCumMag parody channel.
So he's apologizing now? JaneCumMag is not a good person, and what happened with he's not he's not a good person in the title, and then you're apologizing to him in the same video? A whole lot of flip-flopping going on here.
I forgot. It's like JaneCum, I guess. They didn't reach out to me from that channel. They had a literal, like a domain name phishing email that they got me with, which makes me feel kind of stupid too. And I'm a little embarrassed that I even fell for that as I'm studying cybersecurity. Like a domain, domain spoofing or whatever it's called. Those are my thoughts. I'm sorry that I treated the people bad.
Last time I'll talk about this, but for the people that are like, this has to be a skit, this has to be trolling. Do you ever like go into a Walmart and you see like a weird guy, like rummaging through a big packet of Jolly Ranchers, and then he lays them out all on the floor and he organizes them by color? He puts all the red ones in a pile, all the green ones in a pile, then all the pink ones in a pile. When you look at that, do you go, this guy's got to be trolling? No, you go, oh, that guy is out there, he's real, and he's doing this completely. This is not a joke. He's got something that makes him do that. He's got a thing that what we're seeing right here is just Jolly Rancher sorters, but on the internet. Okay, not everyone on the internet is trolling. Okay. You're that guy? Fine. I'm that guy. You might be that guy. My point is that, like, there's this, everyone always, like, reverts to this idea that people are trolling for some reason. This is not trolling. There's no trolling involved here.
I think what you did was fucked up. But, I still shouldn't have treated you that way, because you're just people trying to make it too, but I don't know. I don't think the footage should be released. I'm sorry if anybody's interested in that, but that's my side of things, and just weird overall. I'm really disappointed. It makes life hard, and it's just not what I would have wanted.
All right, well, there you have it. He thinks he's a bad guy, but then he also is sorry that he was mean to him. Oh my God. Because at the end of the day, they're both YouTubers that are just trying to make it. Now, when I planned on covering this, I didn't know that JaneCum was going to release this. They just released this an hour ago. I haven't seen this at all. All I've done is click on the video. So JaneCum dropped the actual footage of them of their interaction. Now, it's important to note that Thrash Talking had a video on his Instagram page. I think he probably recorded this before he decided to upload the actual footage, but basically he was telling his side of the story, and basically said that SkateTheorist is like a bullshitter and that he's fake because they had squashed the beef, and then SkateTheorist went and uploaded a video about his experience. So I do have to think that if SkateTheorist was really that upset about this whole situation, dropping a video about it on his channel was not the right move. Because if they had already squashed it in the DMs and been like, oh, I'm sorry, we're cool, it's not an issue, and then you upload a video basically airing the whole thing out for views, then it's back on. In my opinion, if they had squashed it, like Thrash Talking claims that they had squashed it, and then SkateTheorist goes and he besmirches Thrash Talking, says JaneCumMag is not a good person and what happened between us. If he's willing to put that out there, the beef, then we're on. We're ready to go again. And I think that since Thrash Talking claims that this is an inaccurate summary of events or that he's been betrayed somehow, that leaves the ball in Thrash Talking's court. So I think Skate Theorist, if what Thrash Talking is saying is true, I think Skate Theorist has violated a treaty agreement, which means it's war. So I think that entitles JaneCumMag, you know, to upload his footage so he can share what actually happened. Because it's one thing to say, here's what happened, but I don't think he should upload the footage. And then I think Thrash Talking is perfectly entitled. I think Thrash Talking is perfectly entitled to upload his shit. This drama is lame. Then go away. Then go fuck yourself. Then leave. If you don't care, go away. I don't care about you. Don't come back. This has been the most exciting thing that's happened in my life for months. If you can't see the beauty in this, then you can't see the fucking beauty in anything. I feel sorry for you. If you're not on the edge of your seat right now, I'm shaking. I'm so emotional right now. I don't even have control over my fucking physical form. Okay, so are we ready? Are we ready? All right, let's go. This is it.
What's going on, you guys? This is Thrash Talking. And today, I'm in Tampa, Florida on behalf of JaneCum Magazine to visit a relatively unknown YouTube content creator by the name of SkateTheorist. SkateTheorist is a man who used to make content, he used to make skateboarding commentary videos, but in the last 2 weeks or so,
dude, he's wearing the fucking shirt too,
has transitioned to more of a stream of consciousness YouTuber who just sort of talks about whatever's on his mind, from topics ranging from air conditioning units to marathon training. He made one video just 2 weeks ago that really stuck out to me, and it was how I can unite America and stop the division of politics. It has about 300 views. And in that video, he claims if everyone subscribed to his YouTube channel, it could help end all of the political division America's facing.
Should we watch that now or should we wait till after? I think we should wait till after. But it seems like that is a crucial piece of lore that we do need to be filled in on. So after this video, we'll check that out.
And I find that to be super interesting. So me and my brother hopped in the car. We drove 15 hours to Tampa, Florida, and we're here to just learn.
Say what you will about Thrash Talking. Say whatever. You may not like him. You may think he's a kook. You may think he's a weirdo. But he will get in a fucking car and he will drive somewhere. He will fucking... He drove 15 hours to meet up with Skate Theorist. That's dedication, you know? There's an excuse. He's putting in the hours. He's putting in the work to make some fucking content. And that is respectable. No matter what. I respect that.
And see what his plan is. Supposed to be meeting him here in a sec. There he is. He's right there. Where? Look, he's right there. Shit, he's coming. What up, Skate Theorist? What's up? You ready? Yeah, let's do it.
Did he skip the fist bump?
You ready? Yeah, let's do it. So what are we jogging for right now?
So I'm gonna try to run a marathon. I've been kind of looking at dates, trying to find a good race with a good shirt, because I never really want to run a marathon without getting a nice shirt out of it, you know?
So can you describe...
I'm thinking we need to start a GoFundMe for Skate Theorist to get like an Apple Watch or something. I thought about getting into running in the past, and the thing that's always fucked me up about it is the fact you gotta, like, if you want to listen to music while you're running or whatever, you gotta hold this big phone. That's no good. You need something small. They used to have those iPod shuffles, you know? Let's get SkateTheorist an Apple Watch.
Really want to run a marathon without getting a nice shirt out of it, you know?
I mean, I can't believe this is real. Look at this image. It would have been a travesty if this never got put on the internet. SkateTheorist and Thrash Talking doing a jogging interview. And I do think the best thing about the interview with the skateboard meme page, I think the best thing that he did in that video was interview them while they were skating around. I thought that was really funny.
So can you describe your YouTube channel to us, for those who don't know?
So originally I was trying to give my insight on the skating industry, but I felt like the genre just wasn't big enough. So I'm kind of moving into the David Goggins-esque fitness type.
Wait. He thinks that the problem with his channel was that skateboarding wasn't big enough. He pulled a Jesus Christ and he transcended the skateboarding industry. Jesus. All right, I mean, whatever helps you sleep at night, man.
Big enough, so I'm kind of moving into the David Goggins-esque fitness type of stuff. As you can tell, I'm in incredible shape.
Yeah.
And
You're pretty lean and
yeah,
jacked.
pretty lean, pretty jacked,
Pretty good looking.
pretty good looking. Yeah, I'm aiming to run a marathon in October.
So, you made a video entitled
Thank God
How
that
You Can
music's done.
Unite America and Stop the Division of Politics. And
Yeah.
I was just wondering, like, do you have a plan for that? Like, how are you going to go about doing that?
Yeah, so I like to think of it as, I guess, a parable if you're getting biblical, where, you know, there's two sides and they're in the same boat. And we can keep the division and the boat's going to sink, or we could try to unite on something more important and, you know, keep the boat afloat. So right now, I don't think the boat is staying afloat very long.
So, like, who did you vote for in 2020, the presidential election?
I did not vote. I didn't want to get called for jury duty. And in Florida, if I register to vote, I get called for jury duty.
Why do you think people should listen to you?
Wait, hang on. Okay, so I just want to so he has this like grand message about how we can improve as a society, but he didn't even vote because he didn't want to risk getting called in for jury duty. Oh man. That is so funny. SkateTheorist just like admits to insane shit. Like this, when he admitted that he fell for a phishing scam, but he's studying cybersecurity. At the same time, he's like, here's my grand vision for universal political reform. Meanwhile, I will not be voting because I don't want to do jury duty. Which also, that's fucking crazy that it's like an incentive even in Florida to not vote. But anyway, I mean, that's amazing.
As a YouTube.
You know, right now we got a 60% obesity rate in America. So I think something we could all get behind is wanting to be skinnier. So, you know, if we all get behind me running a marathon, people run marathons with me, they think about marathons and everything, it's just going to be better for everyone. They're going to be eating healthier. They'll have less time because they're so focused and sore.
That'll basically, you know, they'll be running. They won't have to think about racism and stuff.
True.
Yes, they won't have to think about it.
What do
it's
you
just
think-
something you can just ignore.
What do you think of black people?
I think they're pretty great. I mean, I've had good experience with them for the most part.
Dude, Thrash Talking went full troll mode this time. Jesus Christ. This reminds me of that Nike ad Or Adidas ad. Yeah. Where this is Thrash Talking's cameraman.
This man wears Nike. The man carrying the 50-pound camera wears Adidas.
So yeah, where the hell is that coming from? What the fuck? Oh yeah, okay, so JaneCumMag's cameraman wears Adidas. That's all I'm trying to say.
What do you think?
They're all right. What do you think of white people?
Well, it depends what group you're talking about.
He said they're all right.
Had good experiences with them for the most part. What do you think?
They're all right. What do you think of white people?
Well, it depends what group you're talking about. I mean, how Kanye West do you want me to go with this?
What do you think of Kanye?
I'm a big fan of Kanye. I'm not much a fan of his music, but I really like his personality and
I really like his politics.
Wait, that's crazy because that's the opposite of what most people say, which is that I really like his music. It's just quite unfortunate all of that other stuff that he says. But SkateTheorist is on the inverse of that. It's like, I don't really care for his music, but that swastika design that he dropped, that was cool as hell. When he talked about how Jewish people control the entertainment industry and all of the wealth in the United States, I was agreeing with him on that. But Graduation, Yeezus, not a big fan of those.
a fan of his music, but I really like his personality and
I really like his politics lately.
you know, if I was as famous as Kanye and going through the same things he was going through, would I feel some of the same things? I have no idea.
I get why he thinks he's a god. It's because people worship him like he is one.
Well, have you heard his albums? His production is pretty godly if you really look into it.
I thought he didn't like him. I thought he didn't like his music. I don't know. I don't fucking know.
I have a picture of me like tanning on that rock over there.
See?
Yeah, it was more shallow then though. Doesn't look very swim friendly right now. It's a little dirty.
What do you like about Florida?
Other than being born here, I can't say I like almost anything about it.
What's it like being a Florida man?
So
That's a good question.
I just kind of feel dirty a lot. Like you said, the humidity really gets to you. I feel like I bathe like 3 times a day just to try to stay fly, So how is working for JaneCum? That's a pretty...
Here we go, everybody. This is the big moment, apparently, where shit hits the fan. Are we all ready? Is everyone prepped? I'm nervous. I'm nervous just watching this. I've never been good at watching like awkward comedies or anything like that because I feel awkward too, and I don't like feeling awkward. But this is it right now. It's not even that bad. Okay, all right. I saw the clip played on my Instagram and I just skipped it. I'm like, I can't do this right now. I was too nervous.
To try to stay fly, So how is working for JaneCum? That's a pretty big magazine.
It's nice. I just hit like 4,000 subscribers. It's a lot of responsibility for myself.
You said 4,000?
Yeah.
I thought you had like 100-something thousand.
No, that's JaneCum magazine. I'm JaneCum magazine. Did you think I was real JaneCum?
This can't be real.
So what is... You're not...
I'm JaneCum magazine. It's not the same thing. So if you could change one thing about the world, what would be the first thing you would change?
Okay, so I'd probably change the tribalism in America.
I'm so confused. This is unbelievable. This has to be fucking. This has to be a joke. Hang on, let me watch this again.
Did you think I was real Jankum?
So what is, you're not,
I'm JaneCum magazine. It's not the same thing. So if you could change one thing about the world, what would be the first thing you would change?
okay, so I'd probably change the tribalism in America. Just letting go of past transgressions. You know, in the Tampa Art Museum, there's this piece where he's dropping the urn of the Qing dynasty or whatever in China, and it's kind of representative of just letting. Are you really not with Jankum? You're a parody account?
I'm not with Jankum. I'm JaneCum magazine.
Hey, how many subscribers do you have?
About 4,000.
Why am I even doing this shit? I thought you were with the real. You emailed me that you were with the real magazine.
Well, okay, I can explain that. It's.
Man, fuck off.
All right, so guess that about does it for this video.
God damn it. All right, listen. I think I did that whole thing about Jolly Ranchers. This was all a grand conspiracy. This was all real. Not real. This is all fake. Wow. I believed every single part of it up until the very end. What a masterpiece. The filming during the interaction right here was so good. Where he zooms in on his shirt and then he films SkateTheorist doing the splits.
1,000?
Yeah.
Thought you had like 100-something thousand.
No, that's
No.
it's JaneCum magazine. I'm JaneCum magazine. Did you think I was real Jankum?
So what is, you're not.
I'm JaneCum magazine. It's not the same thing. So if you could change one thing about the world.
Wow. So then what happens at the end?
Thank you guys for watching. We're gonna go do something else now.
There he is. I know the mic, the fact he ran away with the mic, that's how you know it's fake. You said you'd never admit to thrash talking tricking you? Okay. But
it's already kind of out there now, and I don't really like to make videos like this.
I feel like I don't even know what universe I'm in anymore. Like, I don't even know. Like, am I gonna walk outside and am I gonna be in like a different country? Actually believed it. You fuckers. That was awesome. Yeah, the whole thing has to be a that was amazing. That was one of like the best internet psyops I've ever witnessed. It's not awkward enough to be real. Could be a prank on you, then they got me. If it was all a prank on me, then they got me. The baby's fake. Watch his red hat video.
Yeah, I want to talk about Unity, but I'm taking out my air conditioner. And if you think this is dirty, see, this is a window unit, then, you know, that's the one that was before. I cleaned it a little bit, so trying to clean these
We
up.
do have to consider it could have been real. There's no way it's real. There's no way it's real. There's no way. There is no fucking way it's real. It can't be. The fact that we're questioning this now means that it's high art. How are you so sure it's not real? Because SkateTheorist ran away with the microphone on. He wouldn't have made the response vid if it was fake. I think he would, to build anticipation for the actual video. The fuck off was the most fake part? Yeah. People believe it in the comments? Dude, I think it's fake. I was so sure that it was real until the very end. The Kanye reverse commentary was crazy. Well, it's hard to know what he thinks and what he doesn't think. Hang on. I have to get off soon. Dude, this is so fucked up. Let's watch the end again with the fuck off. If this is fake, which I think it is, this is going down in history. Do you think The Office is a real documentary? Oh. All right. You know what? I think we'll just leave it. We'll just leave it. There's no closure on this. I think I got tricked. The whole thing, I got tricked. It was a success. All right, I gotta go.